Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and set any requests for your personal well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a distance a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all my social media and my email newsletter. And today is the 15th of March, 2024, and through the 19th of March, 2024, it is 20% off all green crystals at learnreikiphiladelphia.com/shop. You don't need any coupon codes or anything. You'll see the sale when you log in. But yeah, definitely check out learnreikiphiladelphia.com/shop. And I do have a little bit of background music on. It's the first weekend of summer-like weather in Philly, so it'd be loud. It'd be loud outside. Just want to make sure that there's no copyrighted music making its way down the block, because that would end the stream. So let's go ahead, let's dive on in. Let's start building this beautiful grid, and let's start embracing this beautiful spring weather. Oh, looks like our camera's already acting up. There we go. There we go. Okay, good stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely, I'll be working on that this weekend, getting a new camera. This one has served us very well, but it's time. It's time. So let's see. We've got our mirror here. This helps to reflect and deflect any negative energy that we don't want. And this copper spiral here helps to break up any energy blockages, get the optimal flow of energy going. And let's see who all we have in here. Ooh, lots of folks. We've got Dell, Lori, Allie B, Tabs, Joanna Sparkles, the Gail Guire, Jen Vatsa, Flower, Patty, Lila Ray. Oh, it's so good to see you all. Awesome, fantastic. Oh, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. So let's dive in. I'm going to grab some of Dell's requests first. So Super 7, Indigo Gabbro, Crazy Lace. So if you've not been here before, you can go right ahead and enter the specific stones you want, or just make a request around the kind of the vibe that you're looking for, and I can pick them for you, whatever feels better. So let's go ahead and dive on in and grab some Super 7, Indigo Gabbro, Crazy Lace Garnet Aventurine, Crazy Lace Garnet Aventurine, Clear, Kambaba, and Selenite. Clear, Kambaba, and Selenite. Fantastic. Awesome. And I hope all of you are well also. Okay, good stuff. So these beauties right here, this is Indigo Gabbro. This also goes by the name Mystic Merlinite. And it's this beautiful like purple and black. And it's lovely for helping us to take that deep look within and see how we're getting in our own way, how we can sometimes be our own obstacle when it comes to our own goals. It's also lovely for women's health, especially things like menstrual pain and also menopause. Lovely too for integrating our spiritual connection, and also helps with intuition and meditation. So that is Indigo Gabbro or Mystic Merlinite. It's so pretty. Clear quartz is fantastic for helping to kind of boost the energy of everything else around it, from your manifestations and intentions to the energy of other crystals. The double terminated or two-pointed quartz like this, they can actually help to balance your energy centers when you put them vertically in the middle of the body. But yeah, it's like a blank slate slash energy booster. You can also hold these with any intention to fill in for a crystal you don't have, or to essentially make your own healing talisman for someone. So let's go ahead and bring in clear quartz. There we go. Selenite helps with reflecting nothing but pure white light. This can help clear the energy of a space and even our own energy fields. It also helps with connection to our spirit guides and our angels, boosting intuition and keeping really great energy around. It's also helpful for clearing the energy of other crystals and stones. Just put your other stones on selenite for a couple of hours and it'll do a deep clearing. Just make sure you don't put selenite in water. It will damage the stone. Kambaba stone is actually fossilized blue-green algae, and it is fantastic for a number of things, including courage, confidence, helping to support plants and crops to grow. It's also wonderful for connection with the earth, healing the ecology, whether it's the land or the sea. Also wonderful for mental focus, learning, especially foreign languages, and exceptional for connection with our ancestors. So I'll bring this in. It's also helpful for finding like patterns in data and information. It's wonderful too if you're looking for errors in a lot of work. If anybody's still working on their taxes, this and this labradorite and tigerite can all be very helpful for that. Crazy lace agate also brings us lots of confidence and courage, and it helps too with the heart and solar plexus chakras. It's wonderful for balance and protection, and also helps with healing the skin, eyes, and can support healthy speech, ears, and also helping us to connect with spider. So if you have an animal guide or guardian that is spider, this will help you be in good connection. So let's go ahead and, okay, good stuff. So that's crazy lace agate, as well as courage. So definitely a theme, but also helpful for organization and being practical, making the most of your time, your efforts, and your resources when getting anything done. So if you're making any big plans for like, okay, how do I do this? Like if you're planning out your garden for the spring and summer, this is a lovely stone to work with. Helps you to figure out like, how do I get all this done in this amount of time? Also helps with keeping things organized. So if you're doing any spring cleaning, garnet's a lovely stone to work with. Super 7 is a powerhouse for intuition and any kind of intuition, whether you're reading tarot, whether you're meditating, whether you're doing any kind of like lucid dreaming, this can be exceptionally helpful. It's also wonderful with helping you to make those bigger dreams and goals a reality. Lovely too for strengthening our energy field or our aura, which is so helpful for anyone who's empathic. Also helps with inner peace and harmony, as well as healing past life factors, karmic factors, and even healing the earth and the ecology. So that is Super 7. Here we go. Of what we are capable of, so that we don't sell ourselves short when we're setting goals. If you're someone who often says, I can't do this, I wish I could learn that kind of thing, this is a stone that's deeply encouraging to try something new, try something that you think is out of your capabilities, and see what you really can do. You can probably do more than you think. So that is green aventurine. Awesome. So thank you so much for being here, Del. It's so good to see you. Lots of love. Lori, lots of love to you too. Allie can't stay on super long. That's okay. Remove exploitation, taking credit for others' work. If you're getting any like issues with your playback, let me know if you're having any difficulty, if I'm coming through unclear, or if I'm buffering at all. think that's just Comcast, unfortunately. But let's go ahead. Bullying, people taking credit for your work, and standing up to the frameworks of outdated patterns. Gotcha. Let's see. Bullying. Oh, looks like it's back to normal. Okay. There's a couple of good ones for standing up for yourself too. Yeah, I think I've got a couple of really good choices for you. So let's do that. So let's first start with Red Tiger Eye. Red Tiger Eye is excellent for keeping bullies at bay. And that's whether it's the mundane kind of stuff that you're talking about, or even, excuse me, like spiritual malevolence. This can be really, really helpful. Whether it's gaslighting, triangulation, if it's things like that, like trying to step in and take the spotlight from someone else, this can be very helpful. Red Tiger Eye also assists in calling in financial abundance in a hurry. So that is Red Tiger Eye. It's a potent protection amulet. For standing up for yourself, excuse me, we have Dumortierite. So Dumortierite definitely helps with quelling any kind of nervous feelings, helps you to definitely feel empowered to stand up and say, hey, this is what needs to happen. Also helps with patience, as well as releasing anger, resentment, and frustration, which sounds kind of counterproductive to what's going on, but this will help you kind of come from a place of empowered action rather than reactionary, if that makes sense. This also helps situations that feel hopeless or beyond hope, and also helps tidiness. So that is Dumortierite. Another stone I'm going to bring in is Black Obsidian. This can be really helpful with protection from things like gossip and spite. This also helps with blocked grief. It's highly, highly protective. And it's also helpful for anyone that is moving away from any kind of abusive relationship too. Helpful for anyone that's working to overcome past trauma or even very recent trauma, whether it's physical trauma, emotional trauma, or both, and oftentimes it's both. So I will bring this in. But yeah, that is Black Obsidian. That is very highly protective too. And one more that I think is going to be helpful in kind of thwarting this is going to be Sunstone. Sunstone is a stone that kind of takes your profile and your prominence and gives it a big boost. So people notice you. And that's what we really want, people to notice the you of it all. So Sunstone expands our vision of what is possible in our life. It's almost like the next up from aventurine. This helps us to think of bigger goals, things that we're capable of. It also helps raise our prominence. It helps you to be more seen, more in the center of people's minds. It brings in a lot of luck too, as well as recognition. Also helps with bringing new career opportunities, including opportunities for promotion, and just kind of even boosting your profile if you say work for yourself, if you're doing any kind of marketing or promotion. This will help you to get that out there to be seen. It also helps to protect against exploitation specifically, as well as anyone who would try to manipulate you around money. So I will bring this in. It's also good for phobia support. But yeah, this will help you to not be kind of sinking into the background, but kind of boosting your prominence too. So I hope that that helps. I'm sorry you're dealing with it. And all the best to you whenever you get to see this. And let's see who else has trickled in. Hey, Chris. Renee, good to see you. Gail, I just got your email. I'm so sorry. I will get back to you ASAP. Sister Sheba, I hope you're doing well. Allie, I hope you are doing well. Catherine, good to see you. Awesome. Oh, you're having strange and creepy dreams too, Lila Ray? Yeah, me too. I do have some stones that can help that. Okay. So for Lori, we have Jade, Larimer, Opal, Rose Quartz. Jade, Larimer, Opal, Rose Quartz. Rhodonite, Emerald, Peacock Ore. Rhodonite, Emerald, Peacock Ore. Azurite, Lapis, Ruby. Azurite, Lapis, and Ruby. Good choices. Let's start with some beautiful azurite. You can see where it gets its awesome name, that azure blue. So this helps to awaken to your spiritual senses and can also help with creativity as well as insight and intuition. It helps with relieving worry and indecision. Lovely for connecting with our spirit guides and learning from them as well. Helpful for dissolving obstacles and blockages in our path, as well as calming our mind while we're meditating or doing any kind of spiritual work. Lovely too for spinal alignment and muscle spasms, as well as any kind of uncontrolled movements like tics. So that is azurite. Lapis is lovely for pain and inflammation, and it's also one that helps us with career. It helps to open up some new opportunities in the career world. Also lovely for a deep, open, honest communication, as well as integrity, follow through, living up to your commitments, that kind of thing. Helpful for inner ear, like things like vertigo and even ear infections. And it's also helpful for organization. So we will bring in some lapis. Fantastic. Rhodonite helps to heal a broken heart. It's often referred to as the breakup stone or the divorce stone, but it's so much more than that. It also helps the lungs, allergies, asthma, autoimmune stuff. I am your girl of all of those things. Totally. Also helps with insecurities and balancing yin and yang in the body. Helps too with healing the impacts of past emotional abuse. So that is rhodonite. So rhodonite is pink and black, sometimes more pink, sometimes more black. There we go. That's rhodonite. Ruby is exceptional for the courage to be ourselves. And it also lends a lot of leadership skills. Helps with love, fertility, and even fibromyalgia pain, as well as releasing fear. This is one that's supposed to help stop nightmares. So I think that Lila Ray, you and I, this might be helpful. Also helps with financial stability and making decisions. So that is Ruby. So let's go ahead and bring that in. Emerald helps with healing skin and tissue and can be superb when it comes to reinvigorating our passions in life. It's also really helpful for anything in the upper respiratory system. If you're dealing with any kind of bronchitis, upper respiratory infection, even sinusitis, this can be really helpful. Lovely too for restoring confidence about our appearance, especially things that we tend to be particularly sensitive about. Things that we perhaps were teased about in childhood, that sort of thing. So that is emerald. Jade helps with general peace of mind, but also balance of body, mind, and spirit. This one helps with making your dreams a reality and also shifting fortune for the better in every aspect of life. Helpful too for resourcefulness, confidence, and big time for grounding stress. And I love it too for prioritizing yourself and really empowering you. So that is jade. So let's go ahead and sprinkle some jade through. Awesome. And we have some Larimar, which I happen to be wearing. Larimar is lovely for connecting to your spiritual purpose in your own unique way with confidence. All of our spiritual paths are completely unique and different. They have not existed before. We are breaking that path. And we do need all the confidence and sort of like a support along the way to feel like we're free to innovate and be creative there. This really does that. So Larimar is found in the Dominican Republic on the island of Hispaniola. It's beautiful, and it definitely helps you to find new ways to bring your soul's purpose into reality. So that's Larimar. Opal is deeply spiritual. This is a stone that in many shamanic cultures, this is seen as a stone that helps to more or less cloak the shaman or spirit medicine practitioner so that any entities that would cause them harm as they are working to do healing work wouldn't necessarily see them or notice them. It's also really helpful for calling in abundance. So that is opal, in this case, fire opal. And this here, beautiful rose quartz, this helps to greatly support the heart center and all of the emotions. If you feel emotionally depleted, this is the stone that you want to work with. This is also a lovely stone if you're working on longer term themes about being deserving of love, support, things like that. If you're working on opening up to higher calibers of relationships, this is a stone that can help you to see yourself as a divine manifestation of love and deserving of love. So that is rose quartz. So let's go ahead and bring this in. And thank you so much. Oh, one more. Chalcopyrite or peacock ore. This can be really helpful with everything from executive function, which is organized thinking and planning, like rational planning, all the way to rebirth, regeneration, renewal, and even literally giving birth. So we'll go ahead and bring this in. I will put this aside for now, but I will work it into the grid as we continue. And Lori, it's beautiful to see you. Lots of love. Awesome. And tabs, knee pain, mobility, intuition, energy, retention of information. You got it. So we've got pyrite. We've got howlite. Energy. I think this is good. So we'll start with energy. I think this is one of our favorite stones for sure. This is bumblebee jasper, and it does have large quantities of sulfur as well as arsenic, so definitely be careful with it. But this is a stone that helps with physical energy, with mental focus and also with this kind of a motivation to get things done, like get the work done. Helps with yin and yang balance. It's wonderful for decision making and also just sort of like empowering manifestation and even empowering like groups to work together. Yeah, love it too for all of those things, as well as the positivity that it has. So that's Bumblebee Jasper. That gives you lots of energy. Howlite is lovely for joint pain, like knee pain. Excellent for it. Whether it's like a chronic thing or an acute injury. Also the same for bones. If you're looking for help with bone density, or if you're like healing an acute fracture, Howlite can be really helpful. It's also on the emotional level lovely for anger, frustration, resentment, releasing those so that you can kind of, rather than giving into the volatility of those emotions, you can say, okay, I get it. I'm feeling this way. Let me think about a way to deal with the root cause of it before I get to the point of exploding. And so that is Howlite. And Pyrite. This is one that helps with intuition and protection. And it's also lovely for helping the memory and information recall. So while this opens us up to intuition, this also does a fantastic job of offering protection at that same time. Wonderful too for the lungs and helpful for fever. This is also a stone that helps to call upon financial abundance, as it is fool's gold, which is often found near real gold. So this is seen as like something that calls in the real stuff. So I hope that helps. Lots of love to you. I hope you have a beautiful weekend whenever you get to see this, and I hope you have a good shift. There we go. Awesome. And I'll be right back for Gelguars. I'm just going to check some other good ones here. Allie, no, we didn't. I'm going to send another email about that because I need some more feedback. Okay, Gelguire. Setting intentions for relief from stress and also for the elimination of negative toxic sources of stress. Ooh, that's a good call. Oh, for releasing stress, let's bring in some shungite. And let's see. Let's bring in this. Oh, I think I see a Hattie. Hey there, Hattie Cat. What you doing? Okay, so I've got a couple. So let's start with shungite, as I mentioned. Shungite's lovely for like deep clearing stress from our body, like in the immediate. Oh, hey, you coming up to say your hellos? Yeah, you want to say hi? Yeah, you want some love? Oh. Oh, so much cuteness. Okay, you want to say hi to everybody or just get the cuddles? Here's your good baby. Yeah, you can stay right here. You can stay right here. Yeah. So as I was saying before we got Catterdade. Thank you, Hattie. Shungite helps with releasing stress from the body. It's also great for not just releasing stress, but also emotional pain and energy blocks, helpful for tissue repair and physical healing, as well as just deep clearing the energy field. Also really helpful for, in general, like very much general, helping to keep electromagnetic fields at bay. Some folks are very sensitive to those, some are not. If you are sensitive to it, shungite can be really helpful. I also have, oh my goodness, you are so cute, little Hattie. I have zebra jasper. This can be really helpful with like overwhelm and stress, and it helps you to stand up for yourself even in the midst of all of that overwhelming stress. It also helps with bone disorders, and it breaks through apathy. Very empowering. Also helps with muscle spasms, and in general taking initiative. It helps with that kind of like stuck in a rut sort of feeling too. So this might be really empowering for you. So that is zebra jasper. Let's see. And dioptase. This can be really helpful for releasing self-neglect. If you're somebody who tends not to take care of themselves, this is a lovely stone that can help. Not saying that's your problem necessarily, just saying that's one of the things of this stone. This also helps chronic fatigue, and it's wonderful for taking better care of yourself, living in the present moment. It also helps attract good love matches too. Wonderful for inner ear issues, dizziness, vertigo, if you will. Helps with stabilizing blood pressure, with the gut, with it, everything from IBS to ulcers. Helps too with the cardiac heart, but this is where we really get to some other aspects that might be helpful for you. Making healthy changes and vitality, balance, and emotional stability. So this is a very like a coming into wholeness kind of stone. It brings a lot of balance and a lot of focus on the self and general care for oneself going forward. So that is dioptase. And chrysocolla. This one helps with making decisions that are in alignment with our highest good, but even more importantly, this one helps to encourage us to follow our soul's true purpose. It also helps with finding new creative outlets that can help us to get to know ourselves a little bit better as well, and even express a little bit more. So that is chrysocolla. So I hope that that helps. All the best for you. Lots of love. Let me just put these back. Okay, awesome. So all the best to you, the Gelguire. Jennifer Vatsa. We've got intentions, money influx through sales, motivation and energy, spiritual guidance, and side effects from new meds. Let's bring in some polychrome jasper. One of my favorites, and there's a lot of stones you can use for like trying to balance out new meds. I like this one. Snowflake obsidian can be really grounding, and it can also help with everything from calming overstimulation to body, mind, and spirit balance. Lovely for serenity and peace, hope after loss. Helps with clairaudience too, that's our spiritual hearing. And this is one that can also help us to process and release guilt, and also helps us to deal with loneliness. Wonderful too for breaking bad habits and recognizing any patterns that we have that are unhelpful, so that we can take a little bit of action there. So I think that this will help. So that is Snowflake Obsidian, and I certainly hope it does bring you some relief. Chevron Amethyst is helpful for connection with our guides and spiritual guidance. So Chevron amethyst is from the part of the amethyst crystal where you see kind of some white going up and down like a chevron, and you can kind of see it to some extent in these specimens. If they were larger, you'd be able to see it a little more. But those kind of sideways markings are what I'm talking about. So this helps with the dialogue between yourself and spirit. It also helps with relieving pain and tension. It's lovely for anything around degenerative diseases. It helps with tolerance of others and spiritual and intuitive connection. Whether it's channeling, shamanic journeying, visionary work, however you connect in spirit, this can help you. This can also help to send those messages about what we're looking to manifest up and hear a response in much the same way. So that's chevron amethyst. And polychrome jasper helps with movement and motivation. So this is one that'll make you feel like you want to kind of get that motivation, dig into the things that are important to you, especially things that are aligned with your soul's purpose. It also helps with physical movement. It aids with mobility and joint health, especially the lower extremities. Wonderful with making you feel like you want to get up, get moving, and start getting into a routine that has to do with movement, as well as just being generally helpful for motivation and breaking through indifference and apathy. So that is polychrome jasper. So there we go. And last one for you, I wanted to bring in cinnabar. And I just realized I forgot to put that link in the community tab. I will. There's a YouTube channel that I follow, and he walks way out into the woods, like way out into places, and he recently visited a cinnabar mine, that like an old abandoned cinnabar mine, and it was wild. So I want you to be able to see it. Cinnabar is mercury. It is super duper toxic, so be very careful with it. Here you can see the red there that you notice I am not touching necessarily, so that's what it actually is. Mercury's been used by humans for thousands of years, and it's long been thought to help call customers into a business. It's been considered the merchant stone, and it's also thought to help just generally create abundance, monetary abundance. If you look at this specimen, you'll see some small dots of red along with small dots of black. This is small amounts of cinnabar inside of quartz, which actually kind of expands its energy. This is much safer for most folks in their homes. So most of the time, if you're shopping for cinnabar, you might find this sold as cinnabrite for that reason. So all the best to your business. And thank you for being here. It's good to see you, Jennifer. I hope you have a good weekend. And Joanna's next. Lisa, good to see you. Okay. Oh, and I will get to you. Absolutely, Lori. I just saw that. Okay, so Joanna, intentions for inspiration, creativity, and cash money, please. You got it. Let's do that. So let's do inspiration and creativity. Azurite is right here, and that's the best for that. But let's also see what else we got. Cash money. We've got the fast cash money with red tiger eye, but let's bring in some citrine. Some more creativity. Let's see. Let's bring in some amber. Okay, let's do that. So let's start with some citrine. This helps with manifesting financial abundance and also helps with making good financial decisions. Lovely for fibromyalgia, nausea, as well as addictions and compulsions, and with balancing logic with intuition, which is really underrated. Being able to combine both sides of our mind is just absolutely wonderful in making good decisions. And amber is very helpful for creativity. as well as depression, seasonal affective disorder. It helps to soften really rigid attitudes, beliefs, and ways of thinking. Helps too with attracting lasting love. Wonderful for emotional blocks, releasing negativity and luck, as well as protection. Helps too with any kind of mental health issues. This can be very supportive there. Lovely too for tooth pain and teething. This has been used for teething babies for thousands of years, and that is amber. Okay. So I hope that that helps. Lots of love, Joanna. All the best to you. Flower, your sleep is messed up. You just woke up now as you did not sleep until around 6 a.m. I'm so sorry. Yeah, my sleep has been wonky. A lot of folks I know, their sleep has been wonky. So let's bring that in. Let's bring in labradorite and malachite. So malachite is usually used for cases of insomnia, but it can help all the way around when it comes to sleep patterns. Also really helpful for things like depression, anxiety, inflammation, and pain, especially if it has to do with arthritis. Lovely for healthy liver, pancreas, spleen, and for processing really difficult emotions, helping us to leave the pain in the past and move forward a little lighter than our past experiences would have us be. So that is malachite. And labradorite is lovely for better sleep. Also, in addition to better sleep, this is a lovely stone for research and study, as well as dissipating disputes, calming disputes down, helping to create a space of harmony, especially in workplaces. It's lovely for like research, study, and detailed attention to even the finest details of things. So if you're looking through a lot of information for one error, this is a lovely stone. I often recommend it for coding and programming and that kind of thing. Helpful too for enjoying travel and for clairvoyance, which is our spiritual sight. So if you're someone who tends to see intuitive guidance, labradorite's very, very helpful. So I hope that that helps, Flower. Lots of love to you and your whole crew. Lots of love to Little Tree as well. Oh, Patty, I'm so sorry. Love and comfort stones today, anniversary of losing your hubby. We love you. We love you. Let's bring in lots of love and support. So let's bring in bloodstone, green onyx, blue calcite, and dragonstone. So dragonstone helps with grief and loss and processing those difficult emotions without getting lost in self-pity in an unhelpful way. This can help with patience for yourself, learning from your mistakes, and also gives a lot of strength to helping you to make lasting changes in your life, to make things better. Wonderful too for an immune system, the nervous system, and for just general happiness, optimism, and even wisdom. So that's dragonstone or dragon's blood. So I'll bring that in. Oh, am I boring you there, Hattie? No, you just want a different kind of pet? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You've been so needy today, lady. Okay. Blue calcite is one of my emotional first aid stones. This helps with soothing the emotional pain, especially the pain that you struggle to even verbalize or vocalize or even put into words. It can help to bring healing, revelations, and deep clarity, as well as aid in decision making while you're still emotionally healing. So that is blue calcite, a very heart-centered stone that also helps with expression when you're not in a place of feeling like you want to express or even knowing what the words are. There we go. go. So that's blue calcite. Green onyx is excellent for for grief and sadness, especially for loss of love. This can help with emotional shutdown and helping you to move forward and even make decisions when you're not in a great place to do so. This is very soothing to the heart center, so I will bring that in. But it's also excellent for the pain of grief. So let's go ahead and bring in green onyx. And bloodstone. And I know you love bloodstone, which also goes by the name heliotrope, because I know there's a lot of you from Ireland and the UK. Bloodstone also goes by the name heliotrope, and this is excellent for those big heart-shattering moments that just kind of shake the ground beneath you. It helps by lifting despair, providing emotional stamina, and also helping to relieve self-doubt. It's wonderful too for calming the mind, especially if it's just racing, or if you are meditating and your mind just kind of wants to do its own thing. So that is bloodstone or heliotrope. So it's so good to see you, Patty. I'm so sorry. It's such a rough anniversary. Lots of love to you, hon. And Lila Ray, intentions, anything to stop the strange and creepy dreams. Definitely Ruby is in there, as I mentioned earlier, to help with the nightmares and stuff. Let's see what else we have. Hey you, want to come up? Come on. There we go. Aww. Are you gonna jump up there and bless the grid? Hi. Oh, you brought Purrs with you. Okay. The first thing that shot to mind is smoky quartz in addition to our good friend Ruby. So let's do that. Yeah, you want to play with this? Yeah. So smoky quartz helps with protection and transmuting energy. It also helps to clear and calm worry. It breaks down energy blockages. It's also been used to prevent theft as far back as the Middle Ages. Helps too with hope in uncertain times, with chronic pain, and also with flexibility both in the body and also in the mind and how we think and how we approach things. This can help to keep energy clear and keep things at bay, very protective. So let's bring this in. I also would have brought in black onyx if it wasn't already here. And let's bring in angelite, because why not? Angelite can be very, very protective. So angelite, as the name would suggest, very connected with our angels. This also helps with connecting with our guides as well. So this can enhance our intuition and our connection with them, and also just feeling them around in general. Helps to also enhance the experience of sound healing, and it's wonderful for helping you feel connected to source in addition to very high level protection. So that is angelite. Let's actually put this here. There we go. So that's angelite. So I hope that that helps. All the best to you, Lila Ray. Cold and sinusitis, absolutely. We've got emerald in there for sinusitis. Let's also bring in carnelian and green kyanite. Carnelian is lovely for colds. Also allergies, which we're getting into that season. We're right on the cusp of colds and hay fever. Hooray for everyone. Yeah. Helps too with fertility and IVF. And it's wonderful for relationships in general. This very much resonates with the solar plexus, or sorry, not solar plexus, the sacral chakra, which is beneath the navel. That's the center of relationships and how we relate to the world and community and society around us, as well as our closer, more intimate relationships. Helps too with healing wounds and with connections like calling on a twin flame type relationship. So that is carnelian. And in addition to bronchitis, upper respiratory, and sinuses that are covered with emerald, green kyanite's really helpful too. So this helps the throat, chest, lungs, heart, asthma, all of those things. And it's also helpful for connection with nature and intuition, as well as a connection to plants. Wonderful too for balancing our spiritual side with our more physical, mundane side. So that is green kyanite. Here we go. So I hope that that helps with your cold. So let's see, we've got a lot of those in there. Definitely need to add leopard skin. So leopard skin, moonstone rutilated. So moonstone rutilated, Herkimer sapphire. We've got garnet, ruby, and rhodonite in there. Super 7's in there. Jade is in there. Celestite, not, but angelite is. And I'm going to put golden healer in at the end. Okay. So rutilated quartz helps to boost physical energy and also bring focus to the mind. It's known to also help energy focus on where it's most needed, as well as helping to boost our energy, especially if we're just getting over being sick or if we're really run down. This has been seen as a lovely gift for anyone dealing with cancer for several decades at least. It's thought to help with the intentions of, I hope all the treatments you're getting are go to where they're most helpful in the body, and I hope that you have the energy you need. So that is rutilated quartz. And there we go. Celestite helps with our connection to our angels and our spirit guides, as well as discernment. That's being able to tell what is an intuitive message, what is a fear, what is your logic kicking in, helping to kind of know where these vibes you are getting are coming from. So that is celestite. If angelite is in the earth long enough, under the right circumstances, it will turn into celestite. Herkimer helps with boosting manifestation and being in the present moment. It's also wonderful for relaxation, harmonizing unbalanced energy, and lovely for metabolism while also boosting intuition. So we'll bring some Herkimer diamond in. Herkimer is not actually a diamond. It's a double-pointed quartz from the Herkimer, New York region of the U.S. Sapphire is very angelic and a very potent connector to the angelic realm. It's especially helpful for anyone that does any kind of mediumship or channeling or anything like that. Helpful too for the thyroid, eyes, ears, for envisioning a potential like good outcome when everything seems really up in the air. And it's also helpful for individuals that have dementia or those who love and care about and for those folks. Also helpful for inviting in speedy justice. So that is sapphire. Moonstone is helpful for connection with the lunar cycles, as well as all the cycles, rhythms, patterns within nature. This can help us to accept divine timing even when it's not in alignment with our preferred timing. It helps with attracting love, especially soulmate type relationships. Wonderful for connection with the divine feminine, as well as being protective of women as well as those who are traveling. Definitely boosts intuition and also helps with wisdom and knowledge, connection to ancient healing traditions and spiritual traditions as well. So that is Moonstone. There we go. And leopard skin jasper helps to support our animal companions for ultimate well-being and good health. Also helps to attract a soulmate type relationship. Helpful for anything that's happening with your skin and for coordination and balance as well. So that is leopard skin jasper. Okay, so let's put that right here. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Chris. Yeah, everybody I know sleep has been poo-poo. I think a lot of it might have to do with the lunar eclipse that's coming. Maybe it's that, or the solar eclipse rather that's coming. It might be just a lot of intense energy. Good stuff. Catherine, something with patience. You need lots of it. Lots and lots of patience. The best stones for patience, best stone for patience is dumortierite, which is here. Moonstone, which can help with accepting divine timing. And I thought that was going to be a sneeze, and then it was a yawn. Okay. Chevron amethyst can also be helpful because it helps tolerance of others. But that's all the patience stones. Let's see what else we might be able to have. Let's bring you in some Dalmatian jasper. So this one helps to like clear the energy and also helps to kind of like take the sting out of things. So this is black tourmaline running through jasper. Black tourmaline helps to keep negative energy at bay, and when it's going through a jasper like this, it helps to deep clean our energy field. Also helps with clearing the energy of past interactions. So if you're looking to kind of get a fresh start with someone, this can help with breaking through cynicism and jadedness and allowing a new opportunity to start. Helps too with things like IBS, Crohn's, like big digestive issues, and also with composure, letting go of the past, and physical protection. So that is Dalmatian jasper. So let's go ahead and put that around. There we go. All the best to you, Catherine. Let's see, for Patty, let's see what we have that we haven't added already to the grid. So tiger iron. Yeah. And hydro. Desert rose, tree agate. Amazonite. Chevron's in there. Septarian. And let me start here and then I'll go through. So Septarian is helpful for our solar plexus. That's our center of self, personal identity, and free will. This helps us to do deep emotional work so we can see where we're, like what are the root of our different issues, what's really going on deep inside, so that we can find and start to heal those root causes so that we can live a more full life. This also helps with supporting us to be vulnerable during that change. Wonderful too for emotional growth, skin wounds, and muscle pain. And let's put you here and here. Let's actually do that. Tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda, the sister science of yoga, and brings absolute balance to body, mind, and spirit, regardless of what actually has to happen to create that space. This is good for the energy sheaths as well as the doshas or body types. Helpful too for dissolving ego, cultivating inner peace, and noticing, healing, and moving on from habits and beliefs that are no longer serving. Also helps with calming the emotional and physical nerves. So that is tree agate. So this is anhydro, and this is basically an anhydro quartz is one that actually has water trapped within it, and it's hard to see on the camera, but it is right there. And essentially this helps with everything from fluid imbalances to releasing destructive emotional patterns, and even helping to determine the trust level and credibility of people that you're meeting. Lovely too for accessing past timelines and the past parts of your life so that you can do healing on karmic factors and early life wounds. Lovely too with any kind of connection with family history, genealogy, and remaining in relationships with people that you have to have them in your life in an amicable way, but they're not the most upstanding kinds of people. This can help. So that's anhydro. There we go. Tiger iron helps with, tiger iron, by the way, is tiger eye that has hematite and sometimes even red jasper in it. This helps to relieve fatigue and also boost energy, brings a lot of emotional balance and a lot of clarity to our thinking. Helps with not taking on the trouble of others, so it supports really good, healthy boundaries. Helpful too for nervous kids and animals, survival instincts, and root and solar plexus chakras. Also helpful for survival instincts too. So that is tiger iron. Amazonite helps with self-respect and self-care, encouraging you to take good care of yourself. Also helps with luck, like in terms of winning, and it's wonderful for the spine and spinal nerves as well as certain types of neurologic issues. Helps too with just general calming. So that is Amazonite. My favorite stone to give to nurses and social workers and people who give so much of themselves. Desert rose selenite helps with real estate and paperwork and land holdings and even finding a place to live. It's also really helpful when it comes to making big life changes through showing up regularly, really consistently. It helps to redefine ourselves in the face of big change or on the heels of a loss. Helps with relieving upset stomach, with healing the skin, especially from acne, eczema, lovely for fighting viruses, and it also supports optimal wellness for our animal companions as well as men's health. So that is Desert Rose Selenite. Let's put that on top of Moonstone. Awesome. And you also had green onyx is in there, bloodstone's in there, epidote, fluorite, zoisite, peridot, kunzite. Pink kunzite helps with compassion. Compassion for self and others. I always feel so close to the Kuan Yin when I hold this stone. Helps too with attracting commitment-based love, and also with healing our heart from heartache and opening our heart to love again. Helps with neuralgia, with new moms, with sleepless babies, and helps too with chemical sensitivities and allergies, as well as hormonal imbalances. It's also thought helpful for puberty as well. So that is pink kyanite. Peridot helps with boosting those amazing friendships in our life that help us to be the best version of ourselves. Helps too with lots of digestive ailments, like big heavy duty ones, like IBS, acid reflux, Crohn's, that kind of thing. This also helps with relieving guilt and breaking bad habits. And it's wonderful too for releasing jealousy, anger, and it brings a lot of like fidelity energy around friendships. So that is peridot. Zoisite is lovely for relieving negativity. It's a stone that helps us to almost create like a release valve for that. Helps us to connect with nature as well. And it's wonderful for dealing with any kind of setbacks, obstacles. Helps us to avoid the tendency towards procrastination as well. So that is zoisite. So let's see. Let's put that here. And we switch that one out. Let's do, there we go. Epidote helps with shifting the way that we talk to ourselves. If your own internal monologue is not very friendly to you, this will help you break that habit and be kinder and gentler to yourself. It's also lovely when it comes to things like the nervous system, skin, recovering from illness and injury, connecting with the fairy realm. And also this one's thought to have a helpful effect on folks that are dealing with Parkinson's. So that is epidote. Fluorite helps with relaxation, and it's lovely for, oh, hey, how are you? Come on over. Yeah. So yeah, great for, as I said, relaxation, but also lovely for dealing with really chaotic work environments, times in your life, situations. This helps you to kind of be like the eye of the storm. So when you know that things are swirling around like crazy and you have no control over any of it, fluorite's a lovely choice. It's also really helpful for new moms and for newborns. So that is fluorite. So all the best to you, Patty. Lots of love. For Sister Sheba, we have rutilated quartz and pyrite are in there, but I'm more than happy to add some galena for you. Galena has a very high concentration of lead, so be very careful with it. But this is helpful for grounding and centering our energy as well as energy protection. Helps with reducing inflammation like boils and cysts, even acne. Wonderful too for sense of smell, disorders of the veins. hair health and hair growth, as well as emotional transformation. Lovely with winnings of money, and also if you've had anything that's been lost or stolen, this will help call it back to you to be returned. So that is Galena. And if anyone knows their chart, if you're having any kind of major Saturn transits, Galena can be very helpful there too. Renee is asking for something random. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, are either of the cats here? Let's see if you can pick one. Let's see if I can grab one. Back at you, little one. Yeah, you heard me say your name. You heard me think of you. Let's see what we can grab. I will just sort of... Okay, so I picked 3 of them with my eyes closed, and let's see which one Hattie wants. Hey, Hattie, oh my laddie, which one you like? Which one you like? And she picked aquamarine. Not picture jasper, not green calcite. She picked aquamarine. So aquamarine is, we like to call it the anti-Karen stone. This one helps with keeping away the already aggrieved, people that are upset, and instead of dealing with it, looking at who they can take it out on. So that's why we call it the anti-Karen stone. Helps deflect a lot of pettiness. Also holds a beautiful space for forgiveness, whether that's forgiveness of I want to give you another chance, or I want to forgive you to set you free. Either case, no judgment from me. This will help both ways. Also helps the teeth and gums, as well as circulation of body fluids too. So yeah, and also may justice prevail kind of stone, and that's never a bad thing. So yeah, let's bring on the aquamarine. Thank you, Hattie. Yeah, she went right for it. She even bit at it. She's like, yeah, this one. I was like, okay, that one. That was fun. Thank you for that, Renee. Intentions for today: healing a cold, back pain, and stress. Yeah, definitely on the docket there. Let's see if there's any other ones that can help a cold. Let's definitely go with moss agate. This one's really helpful when it comes to viruses, bacteria, anything going through the body quickly. This is really helpful. Also helps with releasing fears of the unknown and doing any kind of inner child or higher self work. This is also a really spiritual stone. It helps us to just feel connected to spirit and unconditional love. So I hope that helps. And we have all the good stress stones in there, I think. have all the good pain and back pain stones too. I'm going to bring in, yeah, this is what I'll bring in. Definitely for stress too, we can bring in green calcite. This is usually one I use for anxiety, but it helps for stress considerably. So green calcite releases not only that kind of the anxiety and even the stress, but also the tension that it has us hold in the body when we're upset. Helps to unwind that, which makes us feel more physically comfortable and also less tired. Helps too with kind of lifting the mood, laughter at your own expense, and releases a lot of nervousness as well. So that is green calcite. And I'm going to bring in let's see, all the back pain ones are in there, from Amazonite to howlite to lapis to, yeah, malachite. All those good ones are there. We've also got, oh, let's see, I'm going to bring in, and for cold, we've got everything possible in there for colds and upper respiratory stuff and viruses. Let's bring in some rhodochrosite though, because this can help with stress headache. So it is helpful for stress in general. So rhodochrosite helps with healing maternal types of wounds, and also helps with telepathy and journeying. It's wonderful for connecting with deceased pets and ancestors, helps with asthma, so may help with the lungs, and also helps with stress headache. So I'll bring that in. So I hope that that helps, Gail. Lots of love. Sugilite. Sugilite helps with unity consciousness, connection to the concept that we are all interconnected, and what we put out into the universe, we put into ourselves. What we take from the universe, we also take from ourselves. This one helps to connect with the crown chakra and enlightenment, and that we are all playing for the same team. So this is Sugilite, a good world peace type stone. Awesome. Hey, Still Not Still, good to see you. I'm not necessarily going to a St. Patrick's Day parade, Del, but I have a friend coming over who has even more Irish ancestry than I do, and we're going to hang out. So, yay! Irish people hanging out. We're probably going to watch a documentary about the Celts. So, it sounds like a good day. And of course, if the weather's nice, and it might be, probably go for a walk too, which is awesome. For Lisa, we've got everything for infections, GI stuff, dizziness, blood pressure. Everything for eyes is in there. Everything for hearts and everything for joints is in there. Support for healthy, balanced lifestyle. Gotcha. Let's see. Let's do some blue kyanite. This helps with general healthy changes. Also helps with radical self-acceptance, loving yourself exactly as you are. Helps with understanding all of the spiritual guidance we get. So if ever you're having dreams, card readings, etc., that just leave you confused, blue kyanite, very helpful. Wonderful for certain types of neurological care, especially post-stroke, things that impact speech and mobility. like I said, healthy changes, and definitely for harmonizing spite and pettiness. So that might help with your current work environment. So let's bring in some blue kyanite. Heal a relationship with a former coworker. Gotcha. And luck with the work problem. Let's bring in tourmalinated quartz. So this one helps with grounding and releasing nervous energy, as well as helping to heal any kind of old stuck patterns, like things from childhood. Helps with breaking down any kind of physical or emotional scar tissue. Wonderful for new jobs, new gigs, new revenue streams, and for fortune, luck, and also protection during travel, especially by car. So this may help with the current work situation. And for healing the relationship with the coworker. Let's bring in some blue lace agate. This can also help for, Gail, this may even help you with your cold. And Chris, you too. This helps sore throats. That's blue lace agate. It's lovely too for skin allergies, tension headaches, as well as expressing difficult emotions. So that'll help you say things that might be difficult to say, and also help soften anything you say so that it's a little bit more gentle when they hear it. Helps too with arthritis as well as fractures. So that is blue lace agate, and I'm actually going to just put them in here. I'm afraid if I put them in the center, they're all going to fall. So I'll put some around here. There we go. And I think that might help. And is there anything else? Lepidolite. Lepidolite helps with soothing, calming, and understanding the emotions. And it helps to highlight different patterns and things to release. It helps with anything around codependency, obsessive thought, addictions, also helpful for joints and weight loss. But this also helps with discernment, as well as highlighting, like I said, those patterns that might need tweaking. So if there's any of those underlying problems with this relationship with this former coworker, I hope that this helps. But either way, it'll help set a nice healthy tone for any kind of conversations and just your relationship going forward. So I hope that that helps. Lots of love to you and your family. And I think we're almost out of crystals. What a beautiful grid. Comfort and fortitude after betrayal. Yeah. Black and white banded agate can be helpful for that. So this helps with, and this may also help Lisa, come to think. So this helps with like new beginnings and shifting perspective. So this could like help you kind of like turn the page and move into like a new chapter there. Also helps with inspiration from the guides and spirit, and helps with perception and logic too. It helps to clear and stabilize mental energy, and also helps with stability after any kind of financial stability after any kind of financial setback. Wonderful too, like I said, new beginnings, shifting perspective, and just taking a different look at things, as well as endurance, including emotional endurance. This is also a good stone for death and dying, but basically big transformations. It's like ending one chapter and beginning another, which can be really helpful. But I'm also limited on how many stones I have to select for you because most of them are already in the grid. So let's see. Oh, Flowers, beautiful kitty, brought you a live mouse again. Oh, how thoughtful. Manifestation quartz. This one helps with almost being like the birthday candle on a cake, except everyone makes all the wishes they need. So go ahead and put anything that you're manifesting into this crystal and ask that it get lifted up with the grid, and we'll bring that in. And I think we are good. I think we're good. I think we did it. We did it, friends. We did it, pals. Awesome. And let's see if we can't. There we go. Okay. So we've put nearly all the crystals in the grid. Looks pretty dope. And I'm just going to even it out. So for those of you who have not been here before, this is the time where we go ahead and have me explain a little bit about what Reiki is and how it works. And while I do that, you can go ahead and help me lift the energy that all of us are sharing here in a really simple but really beautiful and effective way. And that is by simply thinking about the things that you're grateful for, heading into that chat, typing them into the chat. That'll boost that energy right up. And then we'll get into the Reiki. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you all so much. And I'm always honored anytime someone's spending a nice, beautiful day inside with me getting some Reiki. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's see what we can make of this grid. Y'all do the gratitudes and I will do the explanations. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you want to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a one-on-one healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop the Reiki charged crystals, go ahead over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. And that's linked in the description below, along with all my social media and my email newsletter. And know that from today, which is the 15th of March, 2024, through Tuesday, the 19th of March, 2024, there is 20% off all green crystals for St. Patrick's Day. No code needed, just head on over to the website and you'll see which ones are on sale. Again, that's learnreikiphiladelphia.com. And if you're looking for the crystal shop, just go ahead and put a / and the word shop and it'll bring you right there. So what is Reiki? Reiki is, in the West, it's kind of become a catch-all term for energy healing, but specifically I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. This particular method is named after its founder, Mikao Usui, who created it in the early 1920s in Japan, at a time where teaching anything that could be even misattributed to a religion, serious consequences. So this particular method is deeply spiritual, yet completely secular. And I feel like that's why we love it so much in the West. For the very concept of energy at the foundation of Usui's practice, for that we can best look to Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan. And it's in this worldview, everyone and everything are interconnected, and spirit, in this case, however you define that, provides this beautiful soul-affirming life energy that supports your body, mind, and spirit to do all the things that they already do for you, the daily resilience and healing that you have. And while this is happening even on such a subtle level that we may not even notice it, and in the West we generally don't, it's nonetheless there. And essentially what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to this energy that's already flowing through all of us and direct more of it to you, supporting your body, mind, and spirit to do the things that they're already doing for you, but even better. So during this particular session, you may feel some physical sensations, your emotions may rise up or get released, you may have some lovely mental clarity or the ability to think some things through. Intuitively, you may be able to get some deep clarity, some intuition, some sort of guidance. You may also have a lovely, beautiful healing nap. All of these are deeply encouraged, and your session will probably look like a combination of all of those together. So how do you get the Reiki that I'm sending? Well, all you need to do is be open to it, and by being here, you are. So you don't have to do anything else. I suggest that you find a nice place to be physically comfortable if possible. So sit up, lay down, close your eyes, and allow the energy to just sort of do its thing. Or you can combine this time with anything else that's going on, whether it's drinking a cup of tea or maybe some stretches or journaling or art or music. There's no wrong way to enjoy this time. Also, you don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. You can just be. And if you do find that you want to go a little deeper into the session or you get distracted, I invite you to just take a deep breath in and out. It'll help you to just recenter, refocus, and drop a little bit more deeply into the session. I will send this healing to you all for 25 minutes, during which I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently through several different colors. At no point will they flash or strobe, and I will turn the music up. If you want to learn more about our musical creator, definitely check out the link at the bottom of the description, and you can see her lovely YouTube channel. To everyone who's ever provided any kind of support for the channel, thank you so much for doing that. That's one of the ways that we can actually purchase music that's lovely, that we can play during stream, that was created by an actual musician. Additionally, at the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll invite you to take a couple of breaths, come back to your body, and at that time, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat, answering any of your questions, hearing out any of your experiences. And then from there, we'll go on and have a lovely afternoon. I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times, every darn week, so you can make this a part of your regular healing routine. Anytime that you want to drop on in, you can, but also Reiki is not limited to my human limitations. Reiki is everywhere all the time. So anytime you need some Reiki and I'm not here in live, check out the past healing live stream playlist, or just click that live button and find the most recent streams and enjoy the energy there. The energy will be there even though it's pre-recorded, so you always have access to Reiki when you need it. And go ahead and take a look at the regular streaming schedule listed in the description below, and consider subscribing with your notifications on so you don't miss an opportunity. And of course, if you haven't hit that like button by now, please consider doing so. So I'm going to go ahead bring us back to that crystal grid so we can take a better look at it and get into the healing. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, pretty. So pretty. Awesome. Okay. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for inspiring this beautiful grid. Deeply appreciate all of you. So everybody go ahead, get nice and cozy, and I'm going to start the Reiki. Oh, are you saying hello, little girlie? Do you want to say hello before we get into the Reiki? Come on up. Come on up, little butt. Come on. You thinking about it? Okay. All right, we're just going to go ahead into the healing then. invite you to come back to your body. Gently take a deep breath in and out. You might hear a little gentle purr from little Gertie. Thank you so much for being here. And let me know if you have any questions or anything to share. And as a reminder, today is Friday, so I will be returning later this evening at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. That is approximately 2 hours from now. And I will also return at 8 p.m. East Coast US time on Sunday. For those of you outside of the US, just know that we did move our clocks forward last weekend. So definitely check in for that. Oh, that is beautiful, Sister Shiva. Thank you. Yeah, barring power outages, and I don't know who noticed it during the stream. I don't know what happened on YouTube's end, but it was telling me that I wasn't connected to YouTube, yet clearly it was actually continuing, so it was very strange. So there's definitely some things going on YouTube's end this afternoon. I can see them through my encoder, so just putting it out there. I'm going to do some extra good juju about having the stream hold up in the 8 to 10 time slot. Thank you, Dell. May we all walk in beauty. Absolutely. And you're welcome, Lisa. And all the best to you, Della and Lori, with Sunday coming. Lots of love to you too, Lori. Take care.
Oh, little Gertie, you want extra snuggles. What's going on? What's going on? Why you need all these snuggles?
You thought it was on your end that I froze? Yeah, it was on YouTube's end. YouTube was like, you're not connected to the internet. And I looked around at everything else and I'm like, I don't think that's the case. Yeah, it was weird. Friday afternoons are the biggest stream time. Like Friday afternoons to like US times. It's the heaviest stream times on YouTube, so it's the most traffic that they get. Aw, thank you, Gail Guire. I'm so glad you were here.
Oh, that was awesome.
I'm going to go ahead and let you all go and enjoy either the rest of your evening or just a little bit more of your evening before you come back for the 8 o'clock stream. Always so grateful to have you all. Thank you for being here.
And thank you, Gertie.
And thank you to Hattie for helping pick some stones earlier.
Oh, that's so cuteness.
So I will see you all soon. Take care and bye for now.